My primary issue that I'm working on with Ron is how to address the question of how much do you charge by the hour? That seems to kind of be the first question anybody asks when they're seeking out my services. Ron's response to that, and the scenario now that I use whenever I'm asked that question, is I don't, meaning I don't charge by the hour anymore. And the reason I don't charge by the hour, and the reason he doesn't want us to say that we charge by the hour, is we should be charging for our services and the outcomes. So we need to identify what services it is that the client is requesting, as well as the outcomes they're seeking, and then we price accordingly. You have the conversation prior to even beginning to do the work. So the customer has agreed to your services as well as the price that they're going to pay. So ultimately, yes, it becomes a fixed price. We're always supposed to offer 3 different options. It can be based on the length of the project, it can be based on payment terms, and obviously it also needs to include the services that we're providing and the outcomes or solutions that we're providing to the customer. The most significant thing that I've gotten through Ron's training at this point is he wants us to really focus on the fact that we don't sell time. So that's where the don't track hours comes into play. He wants us to focus on the fact that we sell knowledge. Ron has left me with homework, and the homework includes implementing value pricing. And I'm also working on a script so that words flow more easily when I get a prospect's phone call or first contact. I have one customer in particular that we now have a 1-year contract, and because we had the conversation up front, they understand that it's a process and kind of not a one and done. So by having the value conversation and implementing value pricing with this particular customer, I now have a long-term established relationship with them for the level of project or the phase and the scope that we've defined. But more importantly, what I think it has done is it's put me in a position to continue to work with this client or customer long term. Working with Ron has helped me realize that even though I'm an accountant and maybe even an introvert, he's helped me become a little bit more of a salesperson and made me recognize that having that value price conversation first does make it easier throughout the whole process, and I don't have to worry about getting paid on the back end.